Right, boys, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. FM21 Talk Time, Save Reveals. A lot of you know what saves I'm doing, but I just thought I'd go into a little bit more detail, explain why I've chosen it, the path that I hope it leads on, schedules, stuff like that. So, before we get into it, links down below. I've got a discount code with 2Game. You get yourself 10% off. At checkout, use the discount code FMTREK. Using the link below, you get 10% off. It also helps me financially. I get a little kickback off it. So if you are going to get the game, you support the channel, you watch the channel regularly, be much appreciated if you use the affiliate links below. Right, first one, we're not going to talk about the series. We're going to talk about a little series that, well, it will end up in a big series actually, that will go on for the entirety of hopefully FM21. So I needed to find something, my own little niche this year. I think people generally come to me because of the save ideas that I pick, and generally they're a little bit different and there's good reasons behind it. But I thought I need something else because I can't jump into Twitch and do that regularly. I need something else to bring people to the channel. A lot of my tutorial videos have been very, very popular, but this year I'm gonna change it up. So it's gonna be a 2-minute video, quick tips and guides. So it's only ever going to be 2 minutes long. It could be anything. As soon as the beta drops, we'll dive in and I'll show you how to do things. So there'll be stuff like showing you how to put a skin on in 2 minutes, downloading face packs, downloading kit packs, how to put your own face in the game, how to install your own pictures, not just your manager picture, but if you want to add a new player picture, how you do that using the configuration files. This will also be heavily driven by you guys as well. I'll always be asking for recommendations for video because I wanted to run it at least once a week or when ideas come to me. So yeah, there's the first one. It'll start as soon as the beta drops. Ideas, it'll be, it could be literally anything that I can cram into 2 minutes. It could be even a tactic. It could be something. It's going to be aimed more at beginners. A lot of these tips you will probably know, but there may be just the odd carrot in there, that old golden nugget that you've been playing the game for 20 years like me, and you still seem to learn off other creators or other things that you find in the game that you never knew existed. So that's the first one, 2-minute quick tip and guides. It'll be out sporadically during the weeks. I'm not going to set a pattern to that. I'll just, when I get a video done on an idea, record it and I'll get it banged out. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm hoping that's going to be sort of like my little niche, trying to do things rather than being a 20-minute video, just 2 minutes, grabs people to the channel, and hopefully then they stick around. Right, so for the beta, I decided this a good month ago. Other people have kind of not followed me, but chosen Spurs, like me. So I was going to change, but I thought, no, I really want to do Spurs for 2 seasons. So it's going to be a 2-season beta with Spurs. It's as simple as that, really. I just chose Spurs because of Kane, Son, Gareth Bale. I do like Jose, Lo Celso. They've got a really good squad now, haven't they? And I thought it'd be a little bit of fun. I don't know how much time I'm going to spend in the Premier League. Obviously, the main series, I'm not in England, and there's a chance that we won't visit England at all for FM21. So I thought I'd better do one. And yeah, I've chosen Spurs. It'll be a combination of videos and live streams, but I'll put in a couple of live streams before the main game drops on the 20th. I think it's the 24th of November. Once that's finished, we may have an overlap of the series finishing with Tottenham. But I'm hoping I can kind of smash out episodes pretty much nearly every single day. That's the plan. Going back to work in November as well. So finally my furlough is coming to an end. I'm having to go back into. I'm still working part-time, part furlough at the moment. So yeah, we'll get 2 seasons done in 2 weeks. Right. The big one is the special one. Okay, so this is a story that I've had in my head for a good, I must have mentioned it on stream, it'll be going on 3, 4, 5 months ago. I'm pretty chuffed as well that I've not changed and I want to still stick with this. The story is loosely based around Jose Mourinho. I was going to do it as a head-to-head with him, but what we're going to try and do is we're going to start up Vitoria Setúbal, which was the first Jose Mourinho's hometown, and his first coaching role. He was youth team coach or youth team manager at Vitoria Setúbal in Portugal, obviously. Now, the idea of the story is that we kind of follow his route. He started off a small club. I want to push them as high as I can, and then we look at taking over as one of the 3 big boys in Portugal, so a Benfica, a Porto or a Sporting, win leagues with them, have a really good impact in Europe. And then the third and final part of the journey, we'll look at a European superpower. We won't move. I don't want it to be a journeyman. I'd literally want it's going to be a 3-club save, unless I get sacked. But the idea is it'll be a 3-club save, a small club, a big Portuguese club, and then a big European club, sort of like your top 4 in England, your PSGs, your Juventus, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, those kind of teams. Barcelona, Real Madrid, obviously. And then the idea is, I'm not gonna cut it. I want it to run the length of what FM21 will be out. So we're looking at sort of like 11 months. I do kind of want it to run for the whole thing. I am gonna put 3 episodes a week in. So I'm hoping that I can really kick on with the series as much as possible. That's the thing that's cost me with York City. Running too many saves this year has kind of stopped me producing the amount of seasons that I should have done with York City. And I'm raced against time to win the Premier League before FM21 comes out. Now, the story has got a lot harder. Vitória Setúbal were 3rd bottom at the end of the season. They've ended up being relegated down 2 divisions. So we're now starting in the 3rd tier, which is a very, very... It looks like a difficult competition to get out of. There's qualifiers and quarterfinals, and even if you win the league, you don't necessarily go up. So it's going to be a bit of a task. They got relegated down 2 divisions because of financial irregularities, or they didn't get a license because they couldn't promise funds. It's very sketchy. I was quite surprised. I knew they'd survived. I knew they'd actually survived when I checked at the end of the season, when they finished the season, sort of like after the COVID break. And then I looked about a month ago and I realised they've been relegated down 2 divisions. So that's as hampered us a little bit. It does mean it's kind of kicked me back probably 2 or 3 seasons. It's going to at least take me a minimum of 2 seasons to get up there. So I really do need to crack on with that. So that's why instead of doing two main series on the channel, we're just going with 1 to start with, and that'll be out 3 times a week. So the special one will be out 3 times a week. We're looking at Mondays, Thursdays and Sunday mornings. So I'm really looking forward to that. We'll keep an eye on Jose. I do want to try and sort of like after like the 20, I'm going for like 20 years, 20-year kind of save. I am hoping by the end of it that we're above him in the Hall of Fame. So that's another additional target. 3 clubs if possible. Vitória Setúbal, one of the Portuguese big 3, and then a European superpower to finish. 20 years. It's going to be hard to take over Jose because obviously he's still in the game as well. He's still winning trophies. But hopefully we can finish 20 seasons on the plan that I've got in my head, and then obviously having more points in the Hall of Fame than Jose. I think I'm going to call myself Jose. Probably something like Jose Trequinho or something like that. I need to, and then I'm going to do my face. My 3D face is going to be a mixture of my face and his face. We'll see what the 3G generator comes up with in Football Manager. So that is the first series, the special one. Mondays, Thursdays, Sunday mornings. All right, guys. Right, the second part, the other sort of like the second series, it was going to be a main series with special one, but because I want to do that 3 times a week, we're going to go with Athletic Club Bilbao, or Athletic Club, or Athletic, whatever you want to call them. This is going to be out every Wednesday night. I want to do it. I don't know how long it's going to last. It's going to be very difficult. If you weren't aware, obviously, they only sign players from the Basque region. It's going to make it very, very difficult to get players in. There's a very small quantity of players that we can use. So it's definitely not going to be a transfer, wheeling and dealing kind of save. It's going to be about developing players from the youth, trying to attract young Basque players from teams like Real Sociedad. There's an area of France, because Antoine Griezmann is Basque as well. So there's an opportunity to potentially sign French players, Emerick Laporte, Herrera, Javi Martinez. They've had Lorente. They've had a decent number of Basque players. Hopefully at some point we can get them back. They've got players like Inaki Williams now. Muniain's still there. Iniago Martinez as well, very good defender in the game. So it's there. It's going to be difficult to topple the big boys. I'm not going to set a length on the series. We'll just see. I'm thinking in between 5 and 10. one episode a week with a good dozen games gap in between each episode so it doesn't stall. I don't want to spread myself too thinly. As I said, I really want to kick on with the Special One series as well. So I think the Athletic Club Bilbao will just be a nice one just to put in once a week. People can follow it. We'll have 12 games in between. And yeah, it'll be literally about developing the youth, making sure we keep them at the club and getting them to have really high release clauses. Pretty much like Kepa. Kepa's a prime example of that. They don't need to sell players, obviously, so most clubs have to match valuations. That's why Chelsea had to pay 72 million for him, because that was his release clause. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. They'll have a decent amount of money. There may be signings we can make along the way, but it's generally going to be tactical and youth development with a little bit of transfers put in there, and making sure the players that we do get in need to make a really good impact on the team. So that is Athletic. Bask or Nothing, I've called it. Yeah, it's a save that I've seen done a few times on YouTube. No one's ever seemed to have finished it. I think Viking Dan did one a couple of years ago on Twitch. His was pretty good. A couple of other people have tried it and not really seen it through. So I'd like to see it through. Hopefully, winning a La Liga would be, I think, the ultimate goal. But it's going to be very, very difficult. So yeah, Athletic Club Bilbao, Athletic Club, whatever you want to call them. That will be every Monday night. So that is 4 Let's Play episodes a week. And then on top of that, you've got 2-minute videos as well. So there could be 5 uploads a week. And then Sunday night streams every Sunday night. I wanted a new stream series. I didn't want to start off. I did think about doing a non-league to legend kind of thing, or non-league to Premier League like I've done with York City. But that takes up a lot of time. I also wanted a different challenge. We went to Turkey last year. The year before I went to Brazil. Even though I'm kind of new to Portugal, I wanted to try something different. So we're going to go to Russia, and we're going to PFC Sochi. A club that was founded on the back of the World Cup. They play in the big... Is it the Fish Stadium, which I think was pretty much built for the World Cup. They're owned by, let me get this right, Boris Rotenberg, who is an extremely wealthy Russian. He's got a net worth of 1.07 billion, and he's close friends with Vladimir Putin. So I don't know how that will transpire in the game. I don't think in the game he's like a proper Roman Abramovich kind of owner, but we've got the stadium. We've got the owner. The club was only formed in 2018. Basically, Rottenberg bought a club, I think in a second tier, FC Dynamo St. Petersburg. He bought them. He then moved them out of the city to the city of Sochi, and then changed the name. They then got promoted in their first season. They've had one full season in the Russian Premier League, finishing 12th. This season, they've started pretty well. I think they're up in sort of like the top 5, top 6. So... there is Russian rules to look at. We were chatting in stream the other day. It's going to be about getting some of the best Russian youth players in as well. And then hopefully we can build a story like we did with Fenerbahce. I've really enjoyed the Fenerbahce journey where we dominated. Not only did we have to build a club up to dominate Turkey and get past Galatasaray, but then the next carrot is then moving on to Europa League football, then Champions League football. That's the same with Sochi. Obviously, we've got some big clubs, the Moscows, Zenit St. Petersburg as well to battle with. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Something completely different. Never been to Russia before. It's not a case of just buying anyone because there is Russian rules and how many foreigners. I think we were told we could have a maximum of 8 or 10, either in the squad or in the matchday squad. So... yeah, we're going to need to rely on some Russian talent, and I don't quite think PFC Sochi have got it. There'll be little rules and stuff we can get in where a lot of them have been in the country a while and get the Russian passports. I think a couple of players have already done that for Sochi, which will help. But it's going to be a brilliant challenge. Get them going in the Russian Premier League first. They're a bit like the MK Dons, aren't they, where they nicked a team, moved to a different area, then eventually changed the name. So it's a new club. I said only 2 years. What's the date? 6th of June 2018, the club was formed. All right, guys, they are the saves. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Which one are you looking forward to? The Sochi save will be Sundays around about 8-9 o'clock. this is, if you weren't aware, this is my little boy's bedroom. Since we've moved house, I don't have my own little room, and normally on a Sunday night, so when I stream, he has to go to sleep in the missus's bed, our bed, and it makes it all a little bit difficult. So I'm planning on moving my whole setup downstairs to stream in the living room, which is a bit of a nightmare, but it would hopefully mean I can do more regular streams, and maybe start a little bit earlier once Ralphie sort of like gets into bed. So around 8-9 o'clock every Sunday night here on YouTube. I keep thinking about going on Twitch, but I think, once again, let me know down in the comments. I think most of you guys will probably want me to stay on YouTube, and with me only streaming once a week, it probably makes sense to do that. So Mondays, Thursdays, Sunday mornings, we're going to have episodes of the special one. Wednesday night, we'll have an episode of Bask or Nothing. Sunday night streams and the quick tips and guides videos as well, which will cover an absolute array of different topics, tips, guides, whatever, tutorials across FM21. And obviously the Spurs, as soon as the game drops, we'll get a game, we'll get an episode up and running, we'll have a little round, we might even be able to cram in a stream at some point as well, early doors. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you put a like on today's video for me. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're new to the channel and you like what the ideas that I've come up with for FM21, let me know down in the comments and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know down in the comments which of the 3 series are you most looking forward to. Be much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for everyone supporting FM20. It's been a fantastic year. Hopefully by the time FM22 comes out, I want to be hitting 6,000 subscribers. So I do need you guys to help me grow as much as possible. So get likes, get subscribed, get commenting, and yeah, join the Discord as well. There'll be lots to talk about when the game drops. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you later.